If you Narcs, or any other demonic influence for that matter, think that you are going to use me to make your profit, you can get your running shoes on and bolt while you still have the chance. I'm nobody's puppet. I'm nobody's slave. If the offers, like I said, any paid offers, any highly paid offers aren't of God's world, I'm not interested. It is what it is. Does that mean that I'm wrong? No. It just means that I'm sensible when it comes down to not using the blood of Christ in order to make phony deals of the world that could potentially get me into a lot of trouble via conflict of interest. It is what it is. So I'm, like I said, cutting all ties with those that feel it necessary to use me as a slave to make their own profit. In other words, getting paid for something that doesn't actually, in fact, see me with anything. Snippety snip, bitches. Snippety snip. You have done nothing but bring emotional distress as well as brain fog to my life, and all of that money that you essentially made from me is only going to be taken from you via your wannabe friends, family members, girlfriends, boyfriends, husbands, wives. This excludes the 5 up to 10%, might I add. I know that there's probably people out there now as we speak waiting to introduce themselves to me with no motive, no agenda, nothing. And for that, I appreciate you. And I will, like I said, make my presence known within his timing. Because right now, I'm in a good place. An uncomfortable, or should I say, an uncomfortable one at that, but I am in a good place in here. And in here. And I refuse, like I said, to allow anybody, and I mean anybody, that isn't willing to reconcile their relationships with God through His Son, Jesus Christ, via the Holy Spirit, to get in the way of that, because at the end of the day, you're just obstacles. You're obstacles. Obstacles that I don't really need right now. See, don't get me wrong. I am the type of guy that is willing to work hard and play hard within the right mentality, persona, as well as character, or with the right persona and character even, might I add. But I'm sick and tired of actually, in fact, being used as a slave, a puppet, as you will, for those to make profit from when I've got nothing to show for it. Each and every one of you, you will reap the consequences of your actions, and you will lose everything. And I mean absolutely everything. You might laugh and mock it off now, but believe you me, like I said, God works in mysterious ways. And He is going to hit you with the truth so hard, you're going to wish that you didn't take advantage. Let me give you that much for free. So to those of you that used me all this time as your slave, your puppet, well done, bravo. Not only have you wasted my precious and valuable time, you've made profit for your sick gratifications using me as motivation. And what have I got to show for it exactly? As a matter of fact, you've done me a favour. I don't want nothing. I want nothing from any of you. You're wrong uns. As a matter of fact, yes, this guy right here, I spit on your prides and egos. To the 5% and 10% of you out there, like I said, that are wanting to meet me, we will meet within his divine timing. I'm not one for forcing things. And I appreciate you taking the time in order to support me and help me grow and evolve. As well as for guiding me closer to where I need to be, which is within God's kingdom. When you've had so much of your precious, valuable time wasted by the wrong type of people, it just makes you want to cut ties all the more with essentially 90 to 95% of the human population, excluding the 5% / 10%, might I add, that genuinely see me on a whole not for profit, rather for my potential, for the hard work that God is slowly beginning to do within my life. You are my connections, and I will keep you within my thoughts and prayers, and I will also pray unto God the Father that he grants you the strength that you need in order to grow within your relationships via the Holy Spirit. I respect every one of you, and I appreciate every one of you. And when the time is right, like I said, when his timing is right, we will meet. We will meet. We could all introduce ourselves and see where God's presence takes us from there.